So that ends another successful over for Zahir Khan. 21 for 4. Streak has come into bat and he's not amused, I'm sure. He didn't expect to be there. Just take a look at the wicket. The outside, slide off the bat. And that was very well taken by Anil Kumble. There was absolutely no doubt about that one.
Yes, taken very low. But there was not the slightest doubt in the mind of the fielder at next to him, Dheeraj Jadhav, as well as Yuvraj Singh. Excellent, excellent catch.
That's pad first. Doesn't get that decision. Well, he's telling him to take it easy, youngster. Struck outside the line, was it? That was also very close.
No, I think he was struck outside the line, just marginally outside the line. Heat streak going, giving words of advice, words of experience.
Anil Kumble just pulled off that terrific take at gully. Just about an inch off the ground, but he wrapped his fingers around it very well. This probably went off the bottom of the bat, didn't carry to Lakshman. The slips are being kept very awake, very tense, because they're expecting every delivery to come to them.
Yes, he's having a torrid time out there, Hamilton Masakadza, because Irfan Pathan's really giving him a lot of bother around the off stump. Doesn't know which ones to play, which ones to leave. This splendid piece of bowling by the Indian new ball bowlers.
Well, talking about slip fielding, Sunny, you've got more than 100 matches, 100 catches in tests. You're number 2 after Dravid. So just what would you focus on as a slip fielder? Did you watch the ball or did you watch the edge of the bat? What were you really focusing on?
On the edge of the bat. At first slip, you wanted to look only at the edge of the bat, because unlike the Dravids and the Wars and the Taylors, I didn't think I had the reflexes to look at the bowler's arm and then look at the edge of the bat. Just focused, big appeal, but going down the leg side. So just focused on the edge. That saved me some time.
There's an appeal almost every delivery. This was definitely going way down the leg side. He's lucky that he got away with it, because he's been bowling such fabulous deliveries, but that one should have been put away for 4.
It's all 3 stumps visible when the ball hit the pads. Clear indication that it would have gone down the leg side. It was also pitching marginally outside the leg stump.
Well played. He's kept that ball away from his stumps and the slip fielders. It's 21 for 4. Zimbabwe trail by 184. They're 4 wickets down. A lot happened in the last half hour, and to talk you through the next half hour of riveting action, it's Ravi Shastri, and with him Pami Mbangwa.
Thank you, Jungle King. 20 minutes to go. Khan on his way. Heat streak off the mark with that single that brings Masakadza on strike. And what's clearly evident here is the problem the Zimbabwean top order is having with these two left-armers is that they are different from each other. Zahir Khan has 90% of the time angled the ball across the right-hander. Pathan 90% of the time has got the ball into the right-hander, which means it acts as an automatic variation. And both rewarded with wickets, 2 for Zahir, 2 for Pathan. Now Mazakat's up. Should get 2.
A day that started fantastically for Zimbabwe. They came here, had to get things together in the bowling department. They did. And all the time that they bowled well. Bowled in good areas, restricted the scoring, created chances, took the chances, very few that were not taken. Heat streak led from the front. Finished with 6 wickets. Heat streak. Best figures in test matches, eclipsing his 6 for 87 at Lord's. And supported by Mawire, Mwayenga, and also Andy Bluchnote. Here's a look at those figures. 6 for 73. Really, really well bowled. So off the pad will be just 1. Removing the 9 wickets left standing after yesterday, when the Indians began their batting. 195 for 1 at the end of day 1. Going at a run rate that was easily more than 5 to the over. Coming back today and being bowled out for 366. That's the happy part of the day. The satisfactory part of the day, particularly considering how things went yesterday. And now, 1 ball to go to have 12 overs gone, and they've already lost 4 wickets. Coach Kevin Curran and I suppose Captain Tatenda Taibu would have been hoping for the same determination and application that was shown in the fielding and bowling. They found it difficult. These left armers have bowled well, and they've got a couple of wickets each. Hard work ahead. 25 for 4.
$25 for 4. Pathan continuing. He continues to torment the top order of Zimbabwe.
Going towards the end of the one-day series that Zimbabwe and India played along with New Zealand, Irfan Pathan seemed to have just lost his way, having started so fantastically. And one felt, watching him in that final and even the couple of games before the final, that he wasn't quite where he hoped to be. Had peaked a little bit early and had to work really hard to get the rhythm back. It's a huge shout. It's a very big shout from the slip cordon and the bowler. Tough to give that one. It was so close, and I think that's what Daryl Harper is telling Irfan Pathan there. What they would have hoped is that it was pad first, and so would have gone up altogether. It's hit him in line, all right, but the bat and the pad are very close together. Difficult to ascertain whether it's just the pad hit first or it's just jammed in there off the bat. So given not out.
He's really getting the ball to swing, and it's awkward times for the batsman out there. It keeps the umpires honest as well, because he's zeroing in on that line around off stump, getting the ball to bend back. As an umpire, you will be concentrating every ball. And you can see the shadows lengthening here across the Harare Sports Club. The batsman's in the shade, and the bowler running in sunlight.
That can be very difficult. You're looking at the ball and it's shiny and red, and there's reflections of it as it comes out of the bowler's hand. And halfway down the pitch has a great big shadow. So it goes from this shiny thing into not so much shine in the dark of the shadow. Yeah, just talking about that swing and see movement and control that Pathan is showing. He had to work really hard in between the one days and the tests to get that back. He did work hard, and even though he might not have quite got it back in that first test match, having got a couple of wickets, just all came back, and that's what wickets can do for you. Hasn't looked back since. 10 for then. That's one run. Pathan well on his way to another one here. 27 for 4.
"27 for 4. Zahir Khan will continue.
I spoke about the ball coming from sunlight into the shade. It's the other way around when you're facing the bowler coming from the city end. Here you can see it quite clearly there. Hamilton Masakadza is in the sun. but Zahir Khan is in the shade.
Around the wicket, and a good delivery. That surprised Mazakadze. Had to take evasive action quickly.
It's well done in the end. It's a really good direction, really good bouncer. And there's a man in at forward short leg waiting for anything that comes off the bat or onto the pad to slow it down slightly. And just to reinforce that, there's a leg gully gone in as well.
It's not a field you'll see too often in a test match. 5 slips, a gully, a forward and backward short leg. No one in front of the wicket, really, on either side. No one on the offside, no one, no mid-on, no mid-wicket. Oh, has a go at that one. Lucky not to get the outside edge. 28 for 4.
Come September, we'll flood you with wonder as we bring to you star-studded Bollywood blockbusters. So get ready to sing, dance, rock, and chill with our most happening events. So come and fall in love with our television shows, where a breeze of romance will take you to another world. Only on Sony Entertainment Television Asia.
14 overs have been bowled. Pathan will continue. Play can carry on till 5:30. Still 9 overs to go after this, but I doubt the umpires will carry on after 5:30. Chase for Ganguly. Might just see some spin now. We've had the fast bowlers bowling for 14 overs. This is the 15th. Play will not carry on after 5:30, so we've got another 10 minutes. Won't be a bad idea to slip in an over of Harbhajan Singh to see if he gets some turn. Harbhajan dismissed his streak in the first innings. And that's a good shot.
It's his area. He loves it there. Favors that leg side. If you pitch anywhere near those pads, he's quite happy to pick you off. Does it well too. Bang. And it's gone in the air, but absolutely no chance for Gautam Gambhir. Fortunate that it didn't hit him, actually. A use of the bottom hand, the wrists. No spinners utilised today. Zimbabwe were not forced to call upon Keith Dabengwa today. They bowled 65 overs. Just the seamers operating and going quite well. In fact, very well. And now this is the 15th over. These two seamers bowling for India.
Just see Harbhajan there warming up. He will bowl the next over. 36 for 4. Zahir wants the ball. So the sun setting quickly here at the Harare Sports Club. Zahir Khan continuing. Just for a moment one thought Harbhajan Singh would be bowling, but that could be the last over of the day after Zahir has bowled this over. It's 36 for 4. Just looking to leave the ball on that occasion, not happy. He's fighting hard with his concentration. He knows there are at the most another 2 overs to be bowled.
Difficult to play that. Left arm seamer coming around the wicket. So natural angle of the ball will be coming towards you as the right-hand batsman. And then when it hits, it just goes away. Have a look at that. You're not going to get a bat on that.
You'll have to be really good to get a bat on that. That went like a fast off break. It's a packed slip cordon, not much room there to get the ball through. But Zimbabwe had a good day today in the first 2 sessions of play. Did well to restrict India to 366 all out. But once again their top order having problems with Pathan and Zahir. Pathan in particular. Stay in. Come in.
One ball left. Over.
37 for 4. So the last over of the day's play. And this is the first time spin would have been used in the entire day's play. After 81 overs, Harbhajan Singh will bowl that final over. Went past 200 wickets in the last test match in Bulawayo.
Take one boy. Return for 5 lads. Last game ball. Finish with one ball. Come on.
It's played away for a single. In fact, a couple of runs comfortably taken in the end. A lot of open spaces.
Come on, boys. Number 5, boys. How about you?
He's been tested. He's been asked a few times, why not? This time around, saying it's a little bit high. Hitting Hamilton Masakadza on the thigh, just above the pad. And he's a tall lad.
Take one boy, let's take one. From Kendall, please. Oh, boys, come on. Come on, boys. Number 5, boys.
So the last ball of the day's play coming up. It's a day that has been really dominated by the bowlers. First Zimbabwe, now India. 13 wickets have fallen. And just 210 runs scored. So Zimbabwe end day 2. 39 for 4. They still trail by 166 runs. That's after India were bowled out for 366. Heat streak. Well, he's been the man of the day for Zimbabwe. Career best figures. Bowled a long spell and then out there trying to rebuild the Zimbabwean innings. Not out on 6. Masakadza giving him company on 11. So the players leaving the field after a long day. You can see the light has faded to 39 runs in that session of play for the loss of 4 wickets.
Here's a look at the Zimbabwean batting card. Doesn't make pretty reading. 4 wickets already down and not too many runs. 39 for 4, and it's the left armers, Pathan and Zahir, with 2 wickets each. Streak and Masakadza still together. We'll come back tomorrow to try and reach India's total. Partnerships, not much to speak of. 1 of 13 at the start, and once that one went, the other 3 went pretty quickly.
Well, the bowling, just the 3 bowlers used. Once again, the damage done by Irfan Pathan. 2 for 25. He got good support from Zahir Khan, 2 for 9, and just the 1 over of spin in the whole day's play that was bowled by Harbhajan, and that too the last ball of the day. For Star Sports viewers, join us after the break for our world feed. There's some highlights coming up. Irfan Pathan, he's had a good tour of Zimbabwe. He's shown promise with the bat as well. This was in that last session of play. Anil Kumble hitting a couple of boundaries, but Zimbabwe kept chipping away at the wickets. Pathan went along nicely. Kumble was dismissed in this fashion. Taken as first slip by Dion Abraham. And heat streak, easily the pick of the bowlers. Harbhajan Singh came out there, looked to get on with things. He was put down here by Blessings Mahavire. Heat streak again striking, this time the wicket of Irfan Pathan. Good catch by Charles Coventry. And then the last man dismissed. Taibu taking it safely. Blicknott's first wicket. But when Zimbabwe came out, they were in trouble too.
They certainly were. Wickets tumbling. That was a good catch. Going to his right, Rahul Dravid. Then that wasn't the greatest decision that Daryl Harper would ever make. Here's Dion Ibrahim going. Another good catch in that slip coordinate. Really was packed. And look at that for a catch. Having to dive forward slightly. Anil Kumble in the gully. He manages to take that before it hits the ground. So the sun is setting here at Harare, and that's the way the match is at present. Zimbabwe in their first innings, 161, having been asked to bat. India in reply, 366 all out. Dravid getting out for 98 and Gambhir for 97. Zimbabwe's second innings, 39 for 4. They'll continue tomorrow. We will see you then. Good night.